Hi YouTube family. I am trying to find a good angle. Maybe that's kind of good. I am coming to you from a small town in Laos. That's where I am. Yeah. So I think last I posted, we took the slow boat from Laos and we landed in Luang Prabang, and we spent like 3 or so days there, and then we took another bus north up to a small town called Nang Kiao. So I wanted to update you, but I'm gonna update you about Nang Kiao during the day because it's nighttime right now, so you can't see shit. Although that's actually the moon right there. Yeah, that's the moon. It's like 2 days after a full moon, so it's still super bright. But I'm also surrounded by huge, beautiful, majestic mountains, and we're on the side of this beautiful river called the Nam U River, which eventually feeds into the Mekong River, and it's just so beautiful here. If you've ever been to Yosemite National Park in California and you've seen the massive rock faces and mountains, it's like that. It's just like mountains everywhere. It's incredible, and the town's really lovely. But I'll give you a video tour of that maybe tomorrow when I get some alone time. But yeah, Luang Prabang was fun. Me and Indy spent 3 or 4 days there. We found a guest house called TT First House, and it was 150,000 kip, which adds up to like $18. Oh, I think I wrote you, I posted from there, and I was like, I'm in air conditioning and it feels great. Well, anyways, we had some fun there and some mischief. We had to run away from a local restaurant owner because we went, it's kind of a funny story. We were looking for food pretty late at night, and this place was closed, and there was a huge table of dudes sitting there. We thought they were locals. And they're like, come sit. Even though they told us it's closed, they're like, come sit. We're like, okay, we'll sit. We're at the table. It turns out they're just like a huge gang of Chinese tourists. They don't speak any English, really. And they're pouring us beer. They're trying to get us to drink, but they're being like annoying drunks. Like, we're a little bit like, what the fuck? One guy was smoking a cigarette out of a straw, but then like the straw was in the water. It's like he made a water bong or something. It's really weird. And the older Chinese guy was hammered. Anyways, so we didn't even order food. They just like were like, what do you want? And I was like, I don't know, maybe a curry, maybe this. He's fried rice. I'm like, okay, I guess. I didn't really want that. The food comes, we're still sitting with the Chinese guys. The food's disgusting, no taste, and like, Indy kept finding little pieces of like Brillo metal hairs in her food. It was so gross. And then the Chinese guys they left, and they motioned to us like, don't worry, we paid for everything. Like, okay, cool. So we go to leave, and the shop owner's like, they paid for the beer, they didn't pay for the food. And we're like, well, the food was really gross, and it's not even what we wanted, and like, it was so nasty, like, we didn't want to pay for it. So next thing you know, he's fucking cursing us both out. I was gonna pay him like half, just as like a sign of good faith, but he started cursing us out, and Indy told him that she's from Canada. So next thing you know, he's like, fuck you, Canada. Fuck you, USA. You no pay. You no good. And he's like yelling at us, and I'm like, oh man, what do we do? And Indy's like, let's just go. Get on the bike. She like started the bike. He's yelling at us. He starts throwing the chairs around. He's pissed. We're like, let's get the fuck out of here. Ah! So we peeled off into the night. And then we went and stopped at this really cute bar, which is right next to a place called Utopia, which I highly recommend going to, in Luang Prabang. It's a really beautiful chill-out spot. They do yoga in the morning. The food is so-so, but it's just such a nice spot to chill. Right by the river, tons of like beds to lay on and like just watch the river go by. But right next to that is a bar called Lao Friend Bar. So we go there. we tell the bartender, like, yeah, we're feeling good at this point, like dancing and stuff. And we tell the bartender, like, we want to, like, go to a local place, you know, can you recommend something? And he's like, you don't want to go, like, with tourists? You want to go with locals? We're like, yeah. So next thing you know, his friend takes us. We're on a motorbike, and his friend is on a motorbike. So we follow his friend to a local Lao discotheque. And we get there, and, like, I don't know what to expect, but I had really, really, really low expectations. So we get there, and it's fucking huge, full-on club, like, flashing lights, and fucking the music's really loud. And they're all, like, 21. Like, so we end up partying with, like, a bunch of loud 21-year-olds. We're the only white people there. And it was weird. There's no, like, central dance floor. They all, like, stand around their table and just drink and dance. But there's no one goes to any other table. Like, there's no socializing. It's so bizarre. So me and Indy are just, like, walking, like, snaking through the tables. And we're, like, cheersing everyone and taking selfies. And it was quite a good time. Quite a good time. And then the next day we left, but also we went to the waterfall there. If you look at my Instagram page, there's a really cool video of the Quang Si waterfalls, which we've probably seen pictures of before. It's aqua water, and it's just these, like, tiers upon tiers of limestone. Beautiful limestone, little tears in the water. It's just aqua, beautiful. And we thought it was going to be mobbed with tourists, but it wasn't. There was definitely a lot of tourists there, but it didn't feel overwhelming, which was nice. So yeah, I totally recommend doing that. And right near the waterfalls is a special spring water cave. Oh, I think that's a gecko. And it's hard to get to. The road is pretty bad, but it's totally worth going. You get up this road, and there's a restaurant, spring water restaurant cave. So you eat at the restaurant. Whoa. And there's beautiful, what is there? Oh, it's right next to a beautiful spring, like beautiful lake. And there's this wooden stick going across the river. Very gentle little stream, and there's a sign that says if you can walk across this stick, which is like, you know, maybe this, like my hand, if you can walk across this log without falling, you'll get a free drink. But if you walk across the log and you fall, you have to buy a drink. So of course we all tried and we all failed. But it was fun. So yeah, it's been pretty good. We had a getaway. We had waterfalls. We had a disco night club. We also walked across this crazy janky bamboo bridge that was like so tall and so long. We're like, oh my god, this thing's gonna break. But it didn't break, obviously. Yeah, so it's been going good, and I'll tell you more about this town tomorrow. I posted some pictures about the town and villages nearby, and it's definitely much different than Luang Prabang, which is more of a city, and bleh, I don't like that. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for right now. Just wanted to update you guys, tell you about all our crazy adventures. Oh, I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Sorry. There's so much to tell you. More stories coming. Bye. Oh, oops. Bye.